Folks. So in the last video, we have created some very simple RPG animation in Godot, and this is what we have right now. Now this looks pretty dull because what we want to do is create something like this. So I have opened my Godot engine once again, and to get things going, we first need some assets. And what I want to use is the Sproutlens asset pack from itch.io. Now, there are many assets in itch.io for making lots of games. Now, many of them are free to download, but make sure to always give credit to the authors. I mean, the artist in this case, because pixel artists make pixel art with a lot of passion, and it's always best to give credits to them before using their assets for any purpose. So, the same goes to the creator of Sproutlands. So, I've already downloaded the asset pack, and what I want to do is I want to import some of these assets. In this video, we may not need all of them. So I want to import some of the assets. So for example, from the tile sets, I want the grass and the next one, I think the hills. So let me just import this into my Godot game engine. So let me open this. And what I can do is I can simply select and I can simply drag it into our assets. For some reason, this is inside our scripts. I'm not sure why, but yeah, let me just drag it into our assets. And then uh, in our objects, I want to take the basic biome or something. So we have our trees and something like that. And I think this home is also very good. So let me just take these two things and let me take these two things and keep it inside my assets. And also let me see if I can get something else. So I think characters we really don't need. We have a character already. I think this is fine for now. We can do it with this much assets. So now what I want to do is inside our game, I want to add another node, and this node will be a layer. We want to import a tile map layer, and let me just keep it at the top, right below our game. Now, what is this tile map? This tile map is basically what will allow us to create tiles, and it's very easy. And we will also have to click on the inspector. Now, in the tile map layer, we will have something called a tile set, which is empty for now, and here we have to create a new tile set. So here, what we can do is we can click on the tile set at the bottom, you can see, and here we can import our tiles. So I want to import my grass. Now, when I import, it is asking something, the Atlas texture was modified. Would you like to automatically create tiles in the Atlas? I will say yes. What this means is it will auto-identify what tiles we have. So if we zoom in, as you can see, we have all the tiles and it has auto-identify. If you want to move around here, you just have to right click in your mouse and move around. It's very simple in case some of you are facing difficulty. And so I think this is good for now. Now, apart from the grass, let me also import the basic grass biome thing or whatever. Let me import the house first. So again, I will click on yes. Now here there is actually some issue. The issue is this. So it is thinking that all of these tiles are separate tiles, but actually this whole house is one single tile. Like we just want to use the house as one unit. So to identify that, what we can do is we can click on the eraser you can see at the top and we can just delete all the tiles. We can click on it again and we can select all of this together. Now, some strange things are happening. We are not able to select. So what we have to do is we will unclick it, and also E is a shortcut. So we can do it like this. So we have to press shift and then we can draw rectangles. So we got one whole tile for this chicken house. And then we will also import our basic grass biomes or something. So again, yes. Now there is also some problems here, and that is for these trees. I want these trees to be single tiles. So what we can do is we can click on the eraser once again, and we can basically select four, then press E uncheck and keep this four together. Again E, remove this, uncheck and keep it together. And same for this tree also. So E, take this again uncheck and this. I think for other trees, this is fine. This is horizontal trees or something like that. I'm not really sure what this is. But I think for the other trees, this is fine. But we are good now. We are good. So what we want to do is something like this. So we have our tile set up. So now we will click on the tile map. And now you will see something very interesting. If we zoom in, we can see our player. Let me also zoom out this one. And we'll click on the grass. We'll first create some grass. So here you can see a pencil, right? So we can, this is also called the paint tool or whatever. So we can click on this tile. I really want to use this tile. And here you have to click on the select mode cube. Now, as you can see, we can see several tiles, right? And we can just uh, create like background like this. Now, one thing to note is if I put my player at the top, you can see the player has vanished because the precedence of the lower nodes is more. So it will first draw the player, then it will draw the tile map, and so our player is gone. And really, the best way to resolve this issue is let's first draw our tile map and then draw our player. Because God created the world first and then only created human beings, and we want to take the same approach. So let's keep our tile map at the top, and we have our player. Now let me draw a bigger map, and you will realize something that you are not really able to draw efficiently. So we have to click on this rectangle tool, and now we can draw a big map like this. So I think this is good for now. Now we have to take care of one thing, and that is, so we have our grass, and then let's say we have a chicken house or something like that, some sort of a house. So now if we click on this, and if we want to place a house here, so as you can see, we don't see a house, right? So here, if we take a grass, and if we want to draw, okay, so we have to take the pencil. We were not selecting the pencil. So now you can see a house is coming here. Now we really don't want to keep our house here. Now, why is that? The reason is this. Let's say I am keeping a house here, and now you see some issue, right? So our house is not really covering everything. And what will happen is this. If I, let's say, take this one, and if I just place it like this, so something strange is happening, right? So this is something undesirable. So we really don't want this, and that is why what we really want to do is we want to create two tile maps. So one above the other. So I want to create another tile map, and this will be a child of this one. And so what we want to do in the parent one is we want to create only grasses. So let's say everything is gone now, and if we do a right click and then move around, we can just remove it. So for example, I have removed everything, and now let me just keep everything once again. We can just use the rectangle tool for shortcut. Now in the other tile map layer, what I can do is I will go to, let me just select everything once again. Tile map layer, tile set, we have it here, and tile set, tile map. So here we have to import our basically grass biomes or whatever. So we have this one. Again, we have to do all of these things again. Really no choice. So let me take this. Let's take this tree. And once again, so we have three trees where we need to do this thing, and we have a chicken house. So we'll take this, we'll remove everything, and then unremove. Now we'll go to tile map, and in the second layer, what we can do is we can select this one, and we can place a house like this. So let's say here we can place a house. So now what will happen is this. Now, as you can see the whole house. So what this means is, it is like two layers. First we have the grass and the overworld, and then we have the rocks and trees and everything. So that is how it is working. So we can also place some trees here and there. So some trees, and we can really create a nice overworld. So let me just quickly do something interesting. And this is what I came up with. So what I can simply do is I can run my scene once again. And yeah, I will also make the camera the child of the player this time because we have a diverse screen. And let's see, um, what do we have? So let me run my game once again. Select current. And we have a beautiful game we can see here. And our player is moving around. Now, there are some issues that I come across. And that is, as you can see, there is a small grass here. And this grass is actually eating up some parts of the tree. And this is a problem. This is not something that we want. Now, this happened because of some layer clash. And the reason why we want to use two layers. Now maybe we can use 3 layers, or maybe we can use all of this small grass as part of the parent layer only. Now, yeah, we can rectify all of this very easily. I hope you get a good idea, but I want to show you a more pressing issue. And that is something we really need to resolve fast. And this issue is nothing. And that is this. As you can see, our player is moving through all our trees and rocks and mushrooms and everything. And that is a huge problem. And why is this happening? This is happening because of an error that we were getting very early on in the game. And that is this error. And that is it is saying that a ship must be provided for collisions. So our player doesn't really have a collision ship. So here we need to add a collision ship, and that's not all. So to click here, and we have lots of ships, so we can add a circle collision ship here. But that's not all actually. What we have to do is we have to add collision ships for all our like tiles and trees and whatever is there for everything. We have to add that. And this is something that we will see in the next video because we have to take a look at our physics layers first. We have to add an element here, and then we have to add collisions for all our trees and everything, and then for our player, and then we will have a beautiful collision, and we will have something more like an RPG game. So that's it for this video, folks. And if you have learned something new in this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe the channel. Let's grow it fast. And I will see you soon with another very interesting video